And we're live.
What's she gonna
Oh,
do?
speaking of the Colorado, yeah, I was talking to a few guys a couple days ago. So I think what we're talking about doing, and this is completely independent of anything that you two might want to do. So don't feel obligated. Obviously, I don't know why you would, but anyway, I was thinking like the first week that I'm out of probation, I think we're gonna rent a really big house, and it'll be like a group of guys. Like there's 2 or 3 or 4 guys from the $50 patron Discord that I've invited, and Chiz and Scum and Fish and Dirty and a few other guys. We're gonna get a really big house in Colorado, like a 6-7 bedroom, because you can get like essentially a mansion for, I don't know, roughly $500 to $1,000 a night.
Mhm.
But when you split that 6 ways, it's not so bad to do like a week-long vacation. And you're staying in like, I mean, really impressive mansions.
Show the pictures. Like the kitchen in that place, that would be fun to cook in. Like,
yeah,
have little things. That'd be fun.
one of them had a kitchen like a restaurant,
Yeah.
like the way the ovens were and like the prep tables and everything. And one of them had a pool that's bigger than my house with like 3 attached hot tubs. One of them's up on a mountaintop with like these ridiculous views, and it's near some sort of ski resort. In any case, like the idea is that we'll do like a group thing for like a week, with like I said, somewhere between 5 and 10 guys, depending
That'd
on
be fun, man.
how many people want to go. You're obviously both invited, but if you don't want to come, it's not a big
It'd be a
deal.
ton of fun. And with that many people, it'd be a guarantee that someone would go skiing with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like someone
Maybe
will go skiing.
it's
with
October though. Is skiing? Is that? It's the wrong.
I know
month,
here in
right?
Georgia, they spray the
Oh.
fake snow, like in the North Georgia mountains here, where we have like there's a ski resort up there. They just spray fake snow.
The
So,
East Coast is like mostly they call it man-made snow, but it does have to be cold, and it's an investment for them, so they don't want to blow it if it's inclined to
point.
get warm again.
Well,
good point.
fuck.
Well, luckily for you, I'm staying for at least 5 weeks.
Damn.
Because I'm going to do a week with them where we all like split this big place. But I'm like, just so you know, boys, I'm not going home after the week's up. I'm going to move to a different place. And however many of you want to come with me, like we can work that out. I know Chiz will. Chiz is always down for like how long you want to stay? 3, 4 months, something like that. Like, cool. All right. So like I'm going to get a more like reasonably priced, like monthly rental. And do like a month after the first week at a place that's like, when you do like monthly rentals on Airbnb, it's much cheaper than going night to night. Like I never knew that in the past because I've never stayed for that long. But for if you do like night to night, then a $250 to $350 a night place is okay. It's like, all right, that'll work. That'll do. It's not a mansion, but it's got everything I need and it's comfortable and the TV's a decent size, good internet, etc. But when you go monthly, all of a sudden $200 a night is insane.
Yeah, like $6,000 a month.
It is $6,000. So like that. So most of the ones that I'm looking at for like a monthly rental, it's like $2,000 a month or $2,200 a month, something like that, like in that price range. And still, like for $2,500 a month, you're getting about the same amount of places you normally get when you go nightly for $250, $300. It's like a 2 to 3 bedroom with nice appliances, good internet, a nice big TV, a decent living room, and you're not in like some scary ass neighborhood. I don't even know that there are scary neighborhoods in Colorado. I wonder why that is.
So Kyle, I'll
They've
say
got
it. I
some
need to
lacrosse.
finish my thought. I want to go on this trip. I'm excited about it. I have a request, and I'm not sure if it makes me an asshole.
We'll play Magic.
I want my own room.
Of course.
I will pay if 2 people would have fit in that room. I'll pay double, right? That's a thing. But I sleep with the CPAP, and I want my own room.
Look, I want my own room too. And like that's one of the things I was saying to the guys when we were like looking at potential houses. I'm like, look, boys, this one happens to have like 4 king size beds and then 2 extra bedrooms, each of which have double beds in them. Now look, I'm gonna have one of those king size beds. If we pick this place, one of those is mine. Now, if there are 4 of you who are okay paying full price for a shared room, that's your decision. But speak up now if you're not, and we'll just find a place that has rooms with full size beds. That's why like I'm leaning toward this one place in particular that has I think 6 king bedrooms, like individual bedrooms, 3 living rooms, and like a downstairs game room. Like that.
Yeah, I don't. I want to sign with Woody as well. I do not want to share a room.
Yeah, everybody wants their own fucking room. I'll go one step further. I want my own bathroom.
I want my own house across the way.
Yeah. Why don't you guys
undercut your party? Hey guys, the real fun party's happening at Taylor's house tonight, and everyone but Kyle's invited.
Free weed over here, guys. I ordered Domino's.
Are any of you worried about you said you're having your patrons come? Are any of you worried about being murdered?
No, I like these guys. No.
Not even a little bit. Not even.
First of all, I will say this. It's not an open invite to any and all $50 patrons. It's like 3 or 4 of them that I've spent hours and hours and hours with, and like I know these guys, and I know like what their home life is like. I know their access to weaponry, etc. Like I know their criminal records and stuff. And it's like, all right, these guys are chill. These guys are cool. They mean us no harm. They'll be all good. Like I said, guys like Fish and. Well, maybe the meanest no harm thing doesn't quite fit Dirty. A couple guys were like, look, Dirty, this one's got a big backyard in case you want to get your orbital bone caved in.
Dick doesn't know.
About like, none of you. I'm happy to go. None of you guys have any kind of weird feelings about your dad, like wanting to murder him or anything like that, right? Okay, good, great.
One of the Patreons, Dick. His name is Dirty. He said he wants to kick my ass, and but he can't, Dick. He's like 5'8". He's 50 pounds smaller than me, and like I don't mean to call him like Mr. But look, we're in different weight classes, and he's
a
never
giant
trained.
Pussy, you're saying.
He's a small pussy, is what he is. And
I didn't do this, Dirty. I didn't do this. You saw how I framed things, right? It was in a nice little fun. Haha, if you want to do this, then that. Now you're being called a bitch boy manlet.
Oh like, my god, you're right.
Now Woody's saying Dirty's a bitch boy manlet.
I follow Dick's lead.
I'll pop his butthole cherry if I feel like it.
I don't mean to say any of
Direct
that.
quote from Woody.
That's not what I'm going. Here's what I thought about this.
Basically, Woody, your dick is like a movie screen, and dick is like a handheld video game.
This is what Dirty should do. Dirty should grapple first. And before we add striking, right? If he really wants to do this for some reason, we should grapple. And then he'll have an opportunity to change his mind, right? Because I think what he'll find if we were to do that is he'd be like, oh, no, I thought Woody was like a frail old man and cooked. And this isn't what I thought at all. This is like wrestling a tree stump. and I don't want to anymore, and I'll be like, cool, yeah, you know what, you're making good decisions,
and then you're gonna thump him on the forehead and go, but guess who's buying my magic starter deck, bitch?
No,
you're gonna buy it.
Yeah,
like a tree stump. That's what I tell my girlfriend. Just grab that thing like you're trying to pull up. Come on. The root.
Yeah, no, but like I don't know. I don't look like much on camera because I don't have big biceps or anything, but I really am big from like armpits to feet, and I think he'd notice the difference, right? As soon as you lock and like one guy goes to impose their will and the other guy goes, he'd notice, and then
you start kissing.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't want to say
Everybody's
it out loud,
friends.
but yeah.
If Woody wants, there will be kissing. If Woody wants, there will be mutual tongue.
The only thing keeping Woody's cock out of Dirty's asshole is Woody's own sense of responsibility, as an internet personality.
You guys are going so much harder than me.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
You got a tattoo. You have to tattoo a picture of
Dirty?
your family on your ass, so that if he's about to enter you unwillingly, Woody, he will possibly lose his erection at the last moment.
That's not my biggest concern.
Dirty,
I'll challenge you. If
Dirty
comes
shows
to it,
up for
I'll
the
challenge
fight.
him.
Dirty shows up to fight, and he already has one of those female condoms in. Like bring your diaphragm, bitch.
He's got, I got a dental dam shoved in my ass. I didn't expect this coming. Oh, this is some Sun Tzu shit. He's
You
controlling the
better
battle.
bring your spermicidal lube because you're about to get knocked up.
Yeah. Is he just goofing? He's goofing, right?
So like what it actually is he's interested in like having like a friendly little boxing match with you and like touching gloves and like dancing around and boxing, like doing something kind of fun like that.
So that's not what he said. He was going to kick my ass, and then I was old, and like he hurt my feelings, and I was like, well,
Mission accomplished.
yes.
Mission accomplished.
You know, like
You win. Round one, Dirty.
Yeah. Oh my God, this guy
what
Dirty. He's smart, and like if we were on Xbox Live, just like I don't know, throwing insults, he would beat me every time. He's very good at that.
yeah, I think what it is like when I talk to Dirty a lot, you know, I'm in chats with him. I play a lot of poker with him and other games, and like we really like shit talk each other a lot. And I think that he sort of transferred that sort of like familiarity that he has with maybe me over to you, and maybe that's why he came off as so rude, because he's equally rude to me, but it's in a real, I don't know, we know each other a little bit better than, because you don't know him at all. I mean, you know him a little bit because you see him like once a month for a couple hours, but like I see him that much almost every night, or at least, you know, 3 nights a week or something. So I think maybe that is part of it. And he's just kind of, you know, he can be kind of abrasive. That's kind of his personality, but it's a lovable kind of abrasiveness. Like
I like the guy.
I like him too. I mean,
When
I
he shows
invited him
up
on a
to the-
vacation with me.
He goes
So.
to the party house. Kyle, you need to make him stand on the front porch like Fight Club with his bag next to him, and you come out and like, too small. Get the fuck off my porch. Get the fuck off my porch. And he stands there. Yeah, that's how you gain entry to the party house.
Yeah,
Right
you,
in the
you
kind
get torn down and told to wait. Your tits are too big.
Your tits. And then he starts walking away, and no, come on. Come back, Meatloaf.
Don't bitch out right away. Jesus Christ. Come on, Meatball. Get back.
Dude, Meatloaf in that movie is a character that like I felt so bad for, like the whole time.
Oh, right. That's
like,
Meatloaf playing that guy. I forgot that.
Meatloaf playing the guy, like when Edward Norton's
the
like,
singer?
oh, I'm crying into Meatloaf's big sweaty tits in the beginning and their testicular cancer summit or whatever.
Yeah.
haven't seen that movie.
Testicular cancer survivors. Yeah, that's the other thing I really want to do. Like, I know, like, my thing is movies, and it might sound stupid or like I've got some kind of a drug problem, but like I can't enjoy movies without being high. Like one of my favorite things. Like, I really can't enjoy movies anymore. I haven't been able to, and it like since I've been sober, and it's been years. Like I'll, because they're just not as entertaining to me. Like I can't, I can't relax enough to like really enjoy the movie. Like I'm too scatterbrained. Like I'll be watching the movie and then all of a sudden I'm on my phone, or I'm like wanting to go do something else in the house, or like wanting to like go. I'm watching the movie and I'm like, oh, I should go wash those dishes. And now I'm washing dishes or something like that. And it's just like, but we were gonna watch a shitty movie. Like what happened here? Like I can't like. So I want to watch a bunch of movies while I'm there. There's a bunch of them that I've been saving up that I haven't watched yet, and a bunch of old ones that I want to rewatch. I watch a lot of Red Letter Media, their YouTube channel. It's my favorite YouTube channel, and I like their series Best of the Worst, where they pick just literally the worst movies you can imagine. Like, you can't, frankly, imagine movies as bad as the movies that they watch on Best of the Worst. Like 70s C movies, like movies that are like a porn director's first try at making a legitimate film. Stuff like literally that's an example.
That's a real example. Okay.
That's a real example. And he's got like his porn actors in it trying to like do a real movie. I was watching one the other night where the girl is delivering her lines in such a way that they're like, she sounds like Siri. She's like, I don't know if that is the way to go, but maybe if we all work together, we can get out of this one. And it's just like, is she doing a Siri impression? She's like got no personality. Just worst actors, worst special effects. Like, but that shit's really funny if you're fucking
horrible
stoned.
movies. Yeah, I'll watch as many shitty movies as you want.
I like those old horror movies and stuff like that. So yeah, like I like one of the things I want to do is just smoke a lot of weed. I want to cook for everyone. I'd like to do like a big cookout and cook everybody steaks and stuff. and but I want to watch a lot of movies. But I would be down to do some more activities in the real world than we have traditionally done. I was telling everybody the story last night of when me and Chiz invited Taylor on to one of our classic uh, Colorado getaways, and and he's like, Taylor shows him. He's like, "All right, guys, so we go skiing, or maybe we could go hit some balls at the driving range, or you want to do this or that?" And Chiz and I just look at him like, "You know what this is? You were told what this is. We smoke weed. We watch TV. We order food.
Those are things.
Then we do that again. Rinse, repeat. Maybe some sleep. That's what we do."
You go on vacation to the beach with someone and they're like, "I'm more of a beach relaxation person. I'm more like this." It's like, I'd rather just go to the beach and read a book and chill. But like still, after a couple days that you're like, okay, let's go we gotta do something. I gotta get moving. No, it was like day 4, and like we made it, Dick, to a restaurant. This was the furthest I dragged these fuckers away from it. We made it to a restaurant, and I'm like walking up to the maitre d' area to be like, table for 4, and wait. And before we even get there, Kyle and Chiz are like, "Too long of a wait. Let's bounce." And I'm like, but just let me check. Let me check. So we're already here. We're already here. We just gave the car to the valet. It'll take him a minute to loop around anyway.
What it really was is I was having like a minor anxiety attack. Like that restaurant was so crowded and loud. It was like borderline like nightclub.
So you didn't want to be in there, even if the wait was 5 minutes. It just wasn't your scene.
I wanted out. Like I didn't want to. I was glad that it looked like it was going to be a wait, because like I wanted out. Like
we picked it because the menu looked so good.
The menu looked great and it smelled great, but it was so busy and loud that I was feeling really anxious, and I felt like we were underdressed for the place. Like it seemed like really fancy. Like
absolutely underdressed, but like I was.
And I don't like that.
I was stoned as shit. I was so hungry. I was devastated when we left.
I felt like I needed a fucking suit jacket to sit down in that place, and we were showing up, and like I may have been the best dressed, and I felt underdressed. I'll just say that. You know, some of us were wearing hoodies. Some of us were wearing sweatpants and shit, and like fucking sneakers. And I was just like, man, I don't want people to judge me. I'm too high to be judged right now.
So
and this place is too loud and too busy. If it had been like an Outback Steakhouse and it had been equally busy, I think I'd have been okay. But like this was a fancy restaurant. I mean, don't this. We weren't about to be like cooked for by Bobby Flay or anything. Don't think that. But like, dinner was going to cost $400. It was that kind of restaurant.
You and I were wearing like jeans and like, you know, a jacket or something. Not a nice jacket, just a fucking like North Face jacket.
Yeah, like a leather jacket or something. Yeah,
just wearing like a hoodie and sweatpants, like total relaxation mode. And yeah, to be fair, I do remember walking up to the maitre d', looking to the left, and seeing a lot of high top bar tables with people in like dresses.
Yeah,
but like they wouldn't have kicked us out. They would have thought, oh, who cares?
We're these Silicon Valley hoodlums coming into our restaurant. We should serve them with.
I just felt I felt uncomfortably out of place. I felt underdressed. I felt it was way too busy and loud, and I was high, of course.
So did you go to a more appropriate restaurant?
I think we went home and ordered food.
No, they went back home and we ordered food, and it was like
Wendy's.
And when
we
walked back home, it was like the level of like relief that washed over me. Like it was like when I got released from jail that first day, like not prison but jail, and it was just like, thank God I'm out of jail. Thank God I'm in my dad's truck being driven back to my house, and no one is mad at me, no one's judging me, no one's disappointed with me. You know, this is wondrous. Like this feels so good.
Taylor, what were you doing to him?
It was maybe like literally we had dropped. It was at a hotel like lobby, like nice steakhouse. Drop off the rental car. Kyle hands the keys to the guy, whips it back to park it. We are inside for maybe 7 seconds before they're like, we got to go. And so then we have to go back out there and be like, hey, that guy who's like still visible with the car, whip him back, bring him back around.
I couldn't do it. I was having a minor anxiety attack. I felt so uncomfortable. For all the reasons I said, the being underdressed, the just how busy and like hopping the place was. It was like I said, it was a bit of a mixture because we were standing kind of by a bar, but there was like a maitre d, and then I can see into the restaurant, just how like I wouldn't have been that underdressed to go to a Morton's, and this place or a Fleming's or a Ruth's Chris, and this place was like a step above those places, and I was not happy.
Did the pot contribute to your feelings? Like, I just know pot does paranoia.
The opposite.
Like, he's not describing paranoia, but he is describing an uneasiness.
Honestly, if I had been sober, it would have been so much worse.
Okay.
Like the pot is the only thing that kept me there for a full 7 seconds.
We needed to get him higher, Taylor.
I thought
You
the
would have
steak
had to
was
get me
gonna
like
be-
blackout on edibles high, where I didn't even know where I fucking was.
This is like how they got Mr. T to fly on the A team. They're gonna have blindfold you.
I like
We're,
your reference.
we're in Fleming's. Just relax.
Fleming's.